Somebody get me out this cell. I'm so trapped inside myself. When I see me through my own eyes, shit look uglier than hell.
Hey, it's What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe show. Man, I couldn't get that low today, but that's okay because it's still time for the What Up Doe show, the original What Up Doe show. There's a couple of them out there. I found out there's a couple more What Up Doe shows out there, but this is the original What Up Doe show right here in your face. Y'all know me. I've been doing this for a whole long time. Whole lot of time. Was a whole lot of rhyme. Did a whole lot of grime and shit. And I'm here with my boys Big Ed and Waze. And I just want to say you are listening to the What Up Doe Show Radio Network. Big Ed, what's happening, man?
What up, though?
And all good in the hood, even if you in Inglewood. Waze, what's going on with you?
Man, not much at all. Not much.
Not much at all, man. I've got a whole lot going on, man. And it ain't all good. I can't lie.
Ooh.
I want to, before we even get it started, I want to get this off, man, because this week, it actually happened the night before my birthday, but I didn't find out until the day after my birthday. I lost an extremely close friend of mine, Mr. Tyrone Miller. He was always like an uncle to me. He was that guy that never let the kid at the park fill out of place. You know what I'm saying? He always rooted for the underdogs. So we're picking teams. He don't just sit there and go, okay, you pick a team. You know ain't nobody going to pick you because you're the littlest motherfucker out there and you're going to make everybody lose in basketball. He don't just pick you. He pick you first. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I know that's the first motherfucker I'm picking is the little dude nobody else won. And that was him. And man, very special guy, made everybody feel special. Great guy, always got a story to tell, always making you laugh. Very man, my guy, Tyrone Miller, man, unbelievable. Somebody went and knocked on his door. His brother went and knocked on his door Tuesday evening. And he didn't answer the door. They called the cops for a wellness check and found him in the house, deceased. So rest in peace to my man, Tyrone Miller, man. Love you, brother. Love you. And it's a hard one for me. And I'm going to miss you like crazy, man. This is a very hard one for me. He lives right up the block from me right now, too, man. Just right up the street. And I miss that dude like crazy. I'm going to miss you like crazy, Ty. I'm no missing when the summer comes.
Right.
Because that's when he always come around, and he come around with his little, he hears playing horseshoes. He come with his little golden horseshoe, talking about how he the best. He swear the best at everything. He swear he the best at everything. He always come around with his business card for his basketball camp and stuff like that. Funny dude, man. Unbelievably cool. Unbelievably funny, man. The hood is gonna miss you, man. The hood lost a real pillar today, this week. So I can't say it enough. Can't say it strong enough. And I'm gonna stop there because I could ramble on.
Right.
Tyrone stories, but
on that note, OG, let's do one for Tyrone.
Let's do one for Tyrone. Boom. Rest in peace, my brother. Also, I just got to say, full disclosure, folks, this show is pre-recorded. Most of my shows are. And it is Friday night, January 28th, which is my brother's birthday. So happy birthday, Gabo. I see you, dog. So I got to give a happy birthday to Gabo. All right. So I call him Gabo. His name is Gabriel. That's why I call him Gabo. So just so that y'all don't think, yeah, your brother, is his brother gay? That nigga.
Well, happy birthday to your brother also. And also, OG, happy birthday to you this week.
Yeah. I had a birthday 2 days ago. So, well, growing up, we always, my parents always did our birthday party on the 27th because I was the 26th. He was the 28th. So we would have a joint birthday party on the 27th. Now we're grown. We can celebrate them separate. And and that is what it is. I had a cool day today too, man. Anyway, I enjoyed my birthday week, man. I want to thank everybody. Facebook, man. Facebook. Let me tell you, the most underrated feature of Facebook is the birthday reminder.
Yep.
Because I have so many friends, I don't know when their birthday is to begin with. Right. And then you have new friends. I've never had any idea when their birthday is. And unless somebody's constantly reminding you and you're right there with them, you're never going to reach out and call, yo, it's your birthday. You know what I'm saying? Except for a very select few people. But so it's just like, it's overwhelming the response you get when it's your birthday, because so many people are told they either reminded or told for the first time they never knew that today is your birthday. So they celebrate you in a huge way. And, you know, damn, my page just exploded. I had like 500 fucking shit between messages, comments, text message, phone calls, email. I probably had up to 500 responses this week to me for my birthday, and it was just overwhelming, man. And it's a good thing, because when you get to where I'm at, you know, running out and partying for my birthday is not my thing anymore.
Right.
So it was good to be celebrated where I stand. So that said, man, let's get this party started. This is your fault. Okay, so I just wanted to do something. That's all. I just wanted to do.
Got to break it up a little bit.
I had to make a little noise there. I'm going to start with something that happened today.
Okay.
10 people were injured when a snow-covered bridge in Pittsburgh collapsed just hours ahead of a visit from President Biden to talk about infrastructure. Mm-hmm. How interesting is that?
Man, that's so damn ironic. Especially since for the last 4 years, we've been told every other week it's infrastructure week. So all of a sudden, Biden passed an infrastructure bill, and now a bridge collapsed.
Mm-hmm. Shortly before he arrives.
Exactly.
And Blaze, did you hear about this story?
I did.
What did you?
It's extremely coincidental. The fact that just 2 hours before he touches down in Pennsylvania, this happens. You know what I mean? And it kind of just stressed the point even more for him. Like, look, this is why we need to focus on infrastructure to avoid stuff like this.
Right. Now, isn't it interesting that how seldom you hear the words President Biden?
Mm-hmm. After the last president, it is really weird to not hear his name often.
Trump was literally in the news every fucking day.
Exactly.
When he was president.
The only time you hear Biden now, about Biden, are usually the Republicans who are finding any possible way to try to diss him.
Yeah, I don't need to hear news stories about the president every day.
No.
I think that. I mean, does that mean I've not? It's very seldom. Trump was in the news literally every single day. Go ahead.
I've always been I've always believed that if the president is not in the news, he's working. Mm-hmm. But if he's in the news every day, he's not working. He's doing something to be in the news. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. And there's a lot of people that feel differently. I saw a guy walk in today with a Trump shirt, and I'm like, y'all still wear Trump shirts?
Right.
He's going to run for president again.
Yeah, in 2024.
I heard something different.
What you hear?
Trump's funneling all that money, getting people to buy all of his product. And then when it comes time for the elections, he's not going to announce that he's running. He's just trying to get that money like he's always done. This is Trump University 101.
No, he's too much of a narcissist. He's got to be king of the world.
Trust me. Watch.
That's Trump. I'm king of the world. That's it. Period. And the most powerful position for a lot of years has been the American presidency.
Mm.
And when he won it, that let him know I'm king of the world. God damn it. That's what he thought, and that's what he still thinks.
Trump is smart enough to understand one very simple fact: money is the only thing that makes you more powerful than any leader of a country.
No,
and to his standards, being president makes him poor and less powerful.
I don't know, because he had money already,
Yeah.
but just to be, I don't know, man. I think he loved the power even more than the money.
Yeah,
I really do. And
what's the saying in the song? Once you get the money, then you get the power. And that's been Trump's philosophy his whole life.
And I just want to say something on this note while we're here, because that was interesting. That I agree with Big Ed instead of Ways, and me and Big Ed normally are fighting.
That never happens.
And I was watching one of our other shows where me and Big Ed got into a pretty heated argument. We got into it, and something that was disturbing about it that really needs to stop, and is that Waze was laughing.
Mm-hmm. I'm an instigator. I'm just sitting back enjoying the show like everybody else.
I felt some kind of way about that when I was watching. I was like, we going at it hard, and he's sitting down there laughing. That wasn't right. It wasn't right. Nope.
Look, I'm the person that likes to watch the fire burn. All right. And the bigger the flames get, the better.
Ways to start the fire, just sit there and watch.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Speaking of Ways,
mm-hmm.
Whoopi Goldberg is in the news.
My baby mama.
She said she is done with marriage.
I'm okay with that.
After her third divorce, she said, "You know what? I never loved any of them anyway, and I am happier being on my own."
I'm okay with that.
The first person I thought of is Wade. Wade has to be the only black man in America that finds Whoopi Goldberg attractive. I don't know why. I don't know.
There's something about her. I think it's the confidence, man. I find confidence way more attractive than physical qualities, and that's one confident woman. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't find Oprah attractive in any way, but she's very confident. But Whoopi's ghetto confident.
Big Ed, I'm gonna let you take.
This one time I'm actually speechless. You know, I got something to say about everything, no matter good or bad. But this is actually one situation where I'm actually speechless.
I can tell you why he's speechless. And I ain't even gonna make a joke. I'm going to give a little backstory. Uh-oh. I am the individual in the family who rarely dates black women, who rarely messes with black women. It's either Asian women, Hispanic women, or white women. So when I say I find a black woman attractive, that's already it raises eyebrows. But when I say a black woman like Whoopi Goldberg is attractive, that blows their minds.
Yeah. I can see where you're coming from that. Coming with that one, Wes. I can see how you're coming at it like that. It's just I've never met a black woman that give me the time of day.
I have, but I'm still. It still baffles me that if you don't like it, if you're not into black women, then that's everyone has their own preference. That's neither here nor there. But the one you pick is Whoopi.
Hey, look.
This is what comes of your disrespect. I told you, Skylar. I warned you for a solid year. You cross me, there will be consequences. What part of that didn't you understand?
What the fuck is going on here?
Listen, maybe now you'll use your damn head. You know, you never believed in me. You were never grateful for
Well, you know
anything I
what?
did for this family.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this though, real quick. At least he chose a black woman that's really not into black men.
Look, hold on.
Let me put it this way, okay? It's not that I'm into black women. It's just black women ain't into me.
Whoopi ain't into none of them. Is my point. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about. Wait.
All right. Look, I'm mulatto, so I got a better chance. Now, I will say this: Whoopi's just the only black woman we've discussed, as far as my preference. That's all. We brought up Halle Berry. We know how I feel about them tits.
It's a whole mulatto in this motherfucker. I was trying to fit that in somehow. The mulatto into a whole lot of money. It's just not working for me.
Well, there's two mulattoes on the show.
It's a whole mulatto in this motherfucker. I'm not making it fit. I got to figure that out. That got to work. There's a whole mulatto in this motherfucker. Okay, so
with all these bitches drinking Moscato.
Okay, that ain't where I'm going with that. But anyway,
Ooh.
Where'd he go? Oh, he flipping a coin. I like this.
Now you gotta know that they love the mulatto. Oh, I like that one.
While he's in his own world, Joe, I was actually about to go to him, but Joe, heads or tails?
Decide. Heads.
Oh, fuck, the damn coin. I lost my fucking coin. Oh, there he is.
He done flipped the coin and lost it.
What did you call?
I call heads.
Heads it is.
All right.
2 words. Ben Roethlisberger.
First ballot. I will respond simply with 2 words. First ballot.
Big air.
I would think so, but there's some off the field problems that he had that's gonna put him on maybe second or third.
Kobe had those same problems. That didn't give him no second or third.
Ben Roethlisberger ain't Kobe.
Ben
Right, he's white.
I don't think Ben Roethlisberger is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer because of the off the field problems that he had.
I doubt it.
I could not disagree with you more, Big Ed. I don't think that's going to stop him from being a first ballot Hall of Famer at all. I just kind of feel bad for him because discussion we had in our last program in the showdown, or I think it was the showdown, we talked about the potential of Tom Brady retiring, which is seeming to me to be more and more of a reality coming to pass. If Tom Brady, if he goes into the Hall the same year as Tom Brady, he ain't getting no shine.
Oh no. He'll get his little he'll get his little speech. But Tom's is going to overshadow that.
I don't want to go the same time as Tom. It's going to be the Tom show. Yeah. It will be the Tom Brady show when he goes in. So I feel bad if he goes in the same year as Tom. So I do agree, first ballot. I do agree he has some off the field challenges. I think his off the field challenges were swept under the rug. But 2-time Super Bowl champion. What, he went to 3-1-2, right? Something like that.
He went to 3-1-2. So he's got more than Karen Rodgers.
No, this is true.
He lost to Aaron Rodgers though. So
yeah.
The one that he lost,
that's true too.
The one that he lost to Aaron.
I would like to put this out
Karen?
There. He was Patrick Mahomes before Patrick Mahomes was Patrick Mahomes. No one was throwing that sidearm bullet like Ben Roethlisberger was until Ben Roethlisberger showed up.
I mean, Ben could extend the play like nobody else.
He had the meanest pump fake of all quarterbacks.
He had a killer pump fake, and man, he was
Plus, he was Cam Newton big.
Yeah.
But he could escape a hit better than Cam Newton could.
I agree. And he was far more accurate than Cam Newton as well.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Far more consistent. So,
now, mind if I bring up another Hall of Fame discussion?
Go ahead.
Football. Barry Bonds.
See, no. See,
okay.
We'll wait. I said no. He said it anyway.
You said go ahead.
No, I didn't. I said no.
I'm hearing things. My apologies, people.
He pulled Big Ed this week.
He pulled a goddamn Big Ed because the next two words is Barry Bonds. Big Ed, you go first. Fuck what Wade's talking about. We're going to leave him out of this discussion.
Barry belongs in the fucking Hall of Fame, and I'm mad at the baseball writers for not voting him in. I don't care if he was on steroids or not. He still's got the record.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the same way too. I think it's a travesty that Barry Bonds is not in, and not going to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that was his last chance.
I think it really, for me, puts a really big hole in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Because
I don't care if you put the asterisk up there or not.
A, he was great before Roy. B, you got Bug still at bitch ass in there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the motherfucker that was supposed to be policing it. He commissioned this quote unquote steroid era.
Yep.
He allowed it because baseball had a strike. And after the strike year where they canceled the World Series because they walked out right at the end of the championship ALCS.
Yep. It was a marketing play.
Canceled the World Series. And baseball lost its audience.
Yep.
So they turned a blind eye. Bud Silic and his people turned a blind eye to steroid usage to allow guys like Sammy Sosa and what's the other guy? Al
McGuire, Jose Canseco.
He allowed them to
Go
just
down the list.
go all out and throw these and hit these balls all over the field. And some of his pitchers was juicing.
Roger Clemens.
They allowed them all to juice, so that they could make the game exciting and bring back the fans.
Yep. And then Barry won all the fans over until supposedly he was on steroids.
And he never got busted.
Nope. Never. Piss test every fucking week.
He never got busted.
No. And here's my view. And here's the reason why. Ask any other black man what happens. All you have to do is be accused. And this is what happened in the MLB. He was accused. And his accusation, no proof, no evidence, nothing. His accusation is the accusation against him is the reason why he's not in the Hall of Fame. Even though they have records to show that others who are in the Hall of Fame cheated their way through their career.
Yeah, totally missing the boat on that. That is not why he's not in the Hall.
No.
Mm-mm.
I know why.
Black man who beat Babe Ruth.
That's close.
That's the only reason I can think of.
That's close. That's very close. Not exactly.
Shit, me and Ty had the same. Me and my son Ty. He's an avid baseball fan, and he's against Barry Bonds getting into the Hall of Fame for the same reason. And I'm like, no, Barry belongs.
I'm gonna tell you why. If you were very close, but I was watching as he was approaching Babe Ruth. He was in third place, and he was on a tear. And they asked him about it. And they asked him about, you're approaching the Babe Ruth and this and that. You got this over the Babe and this over the Babe. And being an unlikable guy already, to the media. Barry Bonds was not a likable guy.
No.
Barry Bonds said, I'm so sick of y'all, babe this, babe that. He's in second place. Hank Aaron is the home run leader. I think I might quit baseball after I pass Babe Ruth. Put him in third. I don't even care about the record. I just want to beat him so y'all can stop talking about Babe. I'm sick of hearing about the Babe.
Yep.
And I said right there, they gonna get his ass for that. You could tell there was a hush over the room like this fucking nigga. So these fucking hunkies, that's how I feel about it. Because I remember that moment.
Yeah.
And that's why he's not in the hall. I'm telling you that's not why he's not. These old ass fucking motherfuckers, traditionalists, that Babe loving motherfuckers who Babe was a fucking drunk, alcoholic, racist ass motherfucker who probably if by today's standard he wouldn't be in.
Oh hell no, he wouldn't even be
okay.
He wouldn't even sniff the Hall of Fame.
Fuck that, man. That is bullshit. And the Baseball Hall of Fame is trash because of this. The Baseball Hall of Fame is trash. I am not interested. But you know what? Who gives a shit about baseball anyway? Baseball lost me. Baseball lost me twice before, and this is strike 3, you're out. Fuck baseball. I'm done. You will never get another dime from me.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Unless I'm watching The Sandlot.
I'm no longer interested. Even if the Tigers make the World Series, I am not interested.
And to bounce off of what you just said, Big Ed, I'll bootleg the shit out of The Sandlot because of baseball.
Oh, yeah. I'm watching The Sandlot all day.
I'll bootleg that shit. I ain't paying.
No, which surprises me that The Sandlot didn't make another show before. Sorry. Just had to say that.
It did. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember being in there, but okay.
It was in there. Yep. But speaking of that show, Gremlins is better than Goonies. Let's see.
Let's take 20 seconds.
Let's take 20. Up Doe show. I'm telling you, I came up with that, and it is a chameleon. I can drop that on any beat.
Man,
you just drop it on any beat.
Drop
no show on any beat. I'm telling you, I can do it. It's a chameleon. It is a chameleon. Yeah, I'm still kind of mad that Wade stole my thunder on Barry Bonds.
My bad. That's on me. I pulled a Big Ed.
He pulled a Big Ed. So Big Ed, heads or tails?
Let's go tails.
Orange.
I'm putting the mic down this time so I don't lose my damn coin again. What did you say?
I said tails.
Tails it is. 2 words for you.
Okay.
Sean Payton.
Great coach. He might end up back as an OC somewhere, though. Because he said he's not done with coaching yet. And he actually might end up as a head coach somewhere. And I'm thinking maybe Las Vegas.
That it?
Wade, you shaking your head, no talk to us.
I don't think he has the patience for Las Vegas. I don't. I honestly don't see him coaching now. Mike McCarthy just got extended, so he's not going to Dallas. Dallas is the only feasible place that I can see. Yes, he could come to Minnesota, but I don't think Minnesota's a fit for him, especially with the GM we just got. I see him going and doing a Dungy and becoming an analyst. My guess is he's going to go where the money's at and go be an analyst for ESPN.
That's just because what he said. I think he's going to end up coaching somewhere, and I think it's going to be Las Vegas.
I think he's going to end up coaching somewhere, and I think it's going to be Dallas.
I think it's going to be Michigan. There, I said it.
And that's a possibility, too, because he could actually go to Michigan sooner than he can go to Dallas. Because at this point, Dallas would have to trade for him. But then there's that extension you talk about, because he could sit out until he's no longer under contract with New Orleans. And then go to Dallas free and clear.
Yeah.
I think Harbaugh is headed to Las Vegas. That's what everybody's talking about here. everybody here, that's the talk on every sports talk radio station everywhere. Harbaugh is headed to Las Vegas.
Did you see why he didn't end up in Chicago?
No.
He didn't end up in Chicago because he demanded the John Gruden contract. $10 million a year for 10 years.
I did see that.
But they almost had him signed, apparently. Until that.
Well,
give it to him.
I would think that came early. I don't think they almost had him signed, with that being the case.
No. I have heard that he's actually getting close to going to Minnesota as well.
I think he's headed to Vegas. I do. I mean, the talk is there's too much smoke. There's too much. You don't understand how much you hear that here. It's like they talk about it like it's a foregone conclusion. They talk about it so much here. Michigan has already picked out his successor.
Because Vegas is willing to give him the opportunity to be the head coach and the GM.
I think so. And I think you look at what they have in place. He doesn't have to search for a QB.
He's got Hunter Renfrow.
And he's got Hunter Renfrow. And he's got Darren Waller. I mean, he's got a squad.
He's got a good defense, too.
Yeah. Yeah, they can make a lot of noise real fast, with or without him.
Yep.
And that kind of works in his. I think he sees that as favorable. But they have already chosen his successor in Michigan, because they are just waiting for the other foot to drop.
Yeah.
That's how confident they are that he's out. And I called it early because I thought he was like, finally beat Ohio State. I'm not going to sit here and lose to him another 5 years, because the time for me to make my move is now.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm top while I'm hot. I'm going top. I'm successful. I'm out.
Well, yeah. Right now, for him and any real good coaches out there, the biggest upside that he has available to him based off of the most recent hires is Las Vegas and Minnesota. If he goes to Las Vegas, I see Minnesota picking up Flores.
That's just because you a Minnesota fan.
No,
he's going to Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
The analysts are saying
He's going to.
Have you read it on .com?
Bro, I live in Minneapolis. Okay, I hear every day about their coaching search and everything else, and they have never once said anything about Jim Harbaugh coming to Minnesota.
You live in Minneapolis. They want a black coach. I'm in country folks. They all want the white coach.
Yeah, that's what they want. I'm telling you what the Minnesota Vikings is talking about right now, and nothing has been said about Jim Harbaugh at all.
I guess you haven't read the Minnesota Vikings website recently.
Okay. Okay, I'm just telling you, Jim Harbaugh hasn't been. Paul Allen, the color commentator for the Minnesota Vikings, hasn't said a damn word about Jim Harbaugh coming to Minneapolis.
But the
Minnesota
Vikings website has.
I'm just telling you what. I'm just telling you what even Paul Allen has said.
I'm just saying what
the official home for the Vikings hasn't said nothing about Jim Harbaugh. They're talking about Jim Caldwell.
The Vikings has.
They're talking about Jim Caldwell.
No. There's been speaking about him.
I heard Jim Caldwell as well.
And yeah, he's on the same list that Jim Harbaugh's on. Is same with Flores. When it comes to the Minnesota Vikings website, their official website that the Vikings control. They're talking Flores. They're talking about Harbaugh. They're talking Caldwell. Caldwell seems more of a far shoot than Flores and Harbaugh. Harbaugh, it's strictly dependent on whether or not he chooses to come here.
Okay, let me put this way to you, bro. I've heard Jim Caldwell in talks for offensive coordinator for the Bears.
Who?
Jim Caldwell in talks for offensive coordinator for the Bears instead of head coach.
That's the reason they're not on he's not high on our list.
Yeah, that sounded like you was making an argument for Joe there. But I'm going to take a short break because I have a story that I have been, it's not even a story. I guess it is, but it's something that came up about 3 weeks ago. And I forget every single freaking week to bring it up until after the show. And for a change, I thought about it before the show. And it was a good time because that's it, y'all. I don't have no, I'm out of stories for the week. So this is a good time. It's a big time space filler. It's going to take some we can spend a whole show on this one. Okay. But we're not going to do the whole show on it. We could, but we're not. But we're going to close this. We're going to finish this show with this next topic. So I'm going to take a break now. This is the What Up Doe Show.
Just need to clear my mind.